Hello YouTube, Anne Bella here, and today I'm going to be doing a Lush haul because, as you know, it was my birthday recently and I had some birthday money, so I went and got my first Lush haul. So the first thing that we're going to have a look at the packaging. It comes in these brown bags, paper brown bags, as you can somewhat see. Handles are brown. We've got fighting animal testing and the background is black and the hairs are white, and fighting animal testing is written in the bottom in big bold text. On the side we have www.lush.com, and then it says Lush fresh handmade cosmetics, www.fightinganimaltesting.com on the side, and then it's white background with black text, www.lush.com, and that's basically that. So that's the packaging. We've got the lifestyle guide / catalogue. That's the only way I can describe it. Lush reminds me very much of how the Body Shop used to be. I know the Body Shop still does its thing, but it doesn't have the campaigning and the pressure group side as heavy as Lush does. But I suspect the Body Shop still does do that. It just doesn't get talked about anymore, which is kind of sad. So it's really weird. They start talking about, don't stress about SLS. It's to do with sodium lauryl sulfate on your hair and how it can damage it. It's quite scientific, actually. I was surprised at language. A fresh guide to hair care talks about all the different ingredients and why you would use them and what. So you've got eggs, sea salt, honey, cocoa butter, lemon, coconut, all natural, and is all fair in love and warheads. And this is about somebody spying on another colleague and passing the information over, and is that correct? They're also very anti-unions. It's quite interesting, actually. The one thing it has made me certain of is this: the new battlefield for human rights is privacy, and I actually think that's probably true. But having said that, with all the social media, if you're putting, next Tuesday I'm going on holiday, that you're not being a private citizen, you're telling the world. So I think that there is an argument to be had there, because if everybody's plonking everything they do on social media, that you're telling everyone, even if you do have the most locked down, safest privacy settings, you're telling that company. If you're on Facebook, then you're telling Facebook what you're doing, and Facebook can use that information to sell it on to other companies like social research or marketing companies or companies that sell drinks, anything from clothing to whatnot. So I think we've got to be careful with that. If we choose as citizens to put stuff on social media, then you can't really say, I have a right to privacy. It's like, well, you stuck it up there in the first place. Anyway, that's a whole different argument, but I think that there is a huge argument to be had about privacy. Oh, I've got a message. Look at that in a minute. What's the alternative to animal testing? This is interesting. It's talking about growing just like human skin and then experimenting on that and developing other methods. And the hardest thing for them to do is to actually prove, yes, we've got one regulation says that animal testing is wrong, and we've got that legislation, but then we've got another legislation that says health and safety of human beings and other animals with these products. Because if your cat drank, I don't know, some baby powder and it died on it, imagine if it had been a baby. So, and that would be your pet cat. I'm not talking about a cat in a lab. So there's all sorts of different things. But the hardest part to actually get some of these alternative models through is the stringent safety testing that happens. They have to pass so many safety tests and scientific tests to prove that this model is actually a viable, productive and cheap, cost-effective and efficient alternative, that it takes a long time to develop. But I'm pleased that Lush are helping with that, because yes, animal testing is inefficient and not very effective, but if that's the best method we have at the moment, then that's the best one that we've got to go with, sadly, due to scientific horrible logic. But I'm pleased that people are actually putting cash into developing alternative methods and not just 3D computer models, because I'm sorry, a 3D computer model is not the same as living tissue. And if we can grow human skin in a dish, then we can test on that. But there'll always be an argument saying, oh, no, you can't test on that. That is synthetic, it's not real, it doesn't take into account all the unique variables of human genetics, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But I think it's great that cell culture testing is a very powerful tool for doing away with traditional animal experiments. And I think that they're right, but I think that they have to make sure that they go through the process very carefully and pass it all the tests that it needs to pass. And then we've got a loving memory of Paulo Mellet, all about his activism, perfuming your hair, about scent and its importance. And then finally, so we go through all that, and then finally we're actually at the catalogue. I'm not going to go through all the catalogue because you should get your own catalogue. We've got new soap bars, hair products, new products there, all the body products, the face, emotional brilliance, gorilla perfume, gifts, books, party packages, spa treatments, and what's the last one? Oh, it's not focusing, shops. So it's all in there. Fab dabby. We're going to go to the back. UK shop list. I actually went to the one, if I can find it under L, I went to the one in Leicester. And they're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, and Tumblr. So there's all sorts of things. Fabulous. Coming soon, Death and Decay. Sweet. So that's basically that. I'm going to end this review here because I'm going to get the products out in another one because this is going to be a very long review otherwise. So I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.